Warm greetings, dear students. I hope all of you are making the best use of time during these lockdown days. Myself, an assistant professor in the Department of English, Surya Sen Mahavidyalaya, Siliguri. Today, I will be delivering a short lecture on business communication, theory and practices. To begin with, let us first know what a business is. A business is an organization where people work together to earn profits. Likewise, if I have to define communication, then it is the imparting or exchanging of information by speaking, writing, or using some other means. So now, when we look at business communication together, it becomes a process of exchanging information in order to work together and foster profits. In this paper, students should always place themselves in an environment of business, formal, strict, tidied, and profit-earning environment. One should think of how people communicate in an office or like business fields. Communication is most essential in making the business work. Basic organizational skills of planning, organizing, staffing, directing, and controlling will fail if there is lack of efficient communication. Business communication is a constant transmission of communication in the various levels of hierarchy. Communication becomes an important tool for organizing and controlling the business. Business communication is rule-oriented, where the rules, regulations, and policies of a company should be skillfully communicated within and outside the organization. Business communication, which was limited to paperwork and telephonic communication in the earlier days, now uses video conferencing, emails, and other various satellite communications to further make business communication efficient. Good communication skills, practices, informing, persuading, developing favorable relationship, and maintaining organizational goodwill. Effective and efficient business communication takes place among business entities, various groups of employees, owners and employees, buyers and sellers, producers and consumers, and also between press and business organizations. All of these forms of communication either directly or indirectly affect business. Business communication can be categorized into internal communication and external communication. When people within the organization communicate with each other, it is known as internal communication. They communicate as a team to achieve the business goals. Modes of internal communication include oral, in-person, and written communication. Memos, fieldwork reports, project reports, annual reports, writing minutes of a meeting, and e-corresponding through fax, emails, video conferencing, etc. are few of the examples of internal communication. External communication, on the other hand, takes place when people in the business organization communicate with anyone outside the organization. This may include communication with consumers, customers, dealers, distributors, media, government, etc. Business communication, unlike stories and essays, are factually oriented and has a purpose. The basic purposes of business communication are as follows. Instructing. Communication is used to transmit directives and guidelines which are necessary to accomplish a business task. Integrating. Here, communication is used to integrate the reports, memos, meeting proceeding, or feedbacks which ultimately unify the different management functions within the business community. Informing. Communication here is used to inform individuals or groups about various tasks, company policies, rules, regulations, etc. Evaluating. Here, communication is used to analyze, discuss, and then finally evaluate the concerns and decisions of a business organization. Directing. Here, communication is used to direct orders or instructions to the lower levels in order to achieve a better level of performance. Teaching. Here, communication is required to teach, train, and educate the workers about risks and benefits or research and developments within and outside the business community. Influencing. Communication here is transmitted as an influence collected and developed through various reports and feedbacks. Image building. As a form of external communication, this is very important in informing the outsiders regarding the business community's various goals, activities, progress, and social responsibilities. And lastly, employee orientation. Communication is used to orient the employees, especially the new ones, regarding co-employees, superior management and policies, and the rules and regulations of the business organization or community. Let us now see the ways or dimensions of how communication is transmitted in a business community. Communication flows in basically 5 main directions: downward communication, upward communication, horizontal or lateral communication, diagonal communication, and grapevine communication. Downward communication is the flow of communication from a higher level to a lower level in a business organization. The superiors and managements transmit work-related information to the employees at lower levels, which fosters better performance and fulfillment of business-related expectations. Downward communication is used by the superiors to provide feedback on employees' performance, give job instructions, make the employees understand their job profile and the relation of their role with the business community at large, communicating the vision and mission to the employees, and focusing on the various areas of importance. The examples of downward communication are organizational publications, circulars, letters to the employees, meetings, etc. Ensuring good downward communication involves specifying communication objectives, ensuring the accuracy of information, and utilizing the best possible communication technique to transmit the message. Upward flow of communication, on the other hand, is the transmitting of information to a higher level in a business community. Upward communication includes conveying problems and performances by the subordinates to their superiors through feedbacks of the downward communication, sharing of ideas, reports, and analysis in order to participate in the decision-making process, and sharing of the employees' feelings regarding their job profile, fellow workers, supervisors, and the organization in general. Upward flow of communication ensures loyalty and commitment among the employees and develops efficient decision making in improving things at the managerial level. The examples of upward flow of communication are grievance redressal system, complaints and suggestions, job satisfaction surveys, employee management meetings, letters from the employees, project reports, fieldwork reports, etc. Lateral or horizontal communication is yet another type of communication which takes place at the same level of hierarchy in a business organization, which may include communication among peers, among managers at same levels, or between same level of business organizations. The advantages of horizontal communication are as follows. It saves time. It facilitates coordination and cooperation of the task and team members. It provides social and emotional understanding among the organizational members. It helps in solving minute organizational problems by the means of sharing information, and it resolves and prevents any kind of conflicts between both within and outside the various departments. Lastly, diagonal communication or crosswise communication takes place between managers and employees of other work groups, which directly or indirectly assist in the above mentioned various forms of communication. Discussing with training managers to develop a training module, or discussion with the IT department for resolving account-related issues are few of the examples of diagonal communication. The modes of communication discussed until now are formal means of communication, followed in a business community. However, there is another form of communication known as the grapevine communication, which is informal and stretches throughout the business organization, irrespective of the various levels of authority. Grapevine communication automatically develops while interacting formally about business concerns and necessities. This kind of communication is mostly seen at the lower levels of organization. Grapevine communication generally develops due to a feeling of uncertainty and self-confidence, thus developing unions and various grievances groups. A feeling of segregation due to preferential character of the management, and a feeling of progress and promotions amidst insatiable targets laid down by the business organization. The advantages of grapevine communication are: it spreads like wildfire. The inquisitive character of the employees regarding confidential matters of the organization leads to sharing the information at a much faster pace. The managers will quickly know about the feedback and reactions of the employees and the policies implemented without any type of formal meetings. Group unity is attained by sharing and discussing various views with each other. An emotional, supportive system is created for the employees, and in case of the failure of the formal ways of communication, grapevine communication may work miracles. However, there are disadvantages too, which are as follows. The information transmitted may be incomplete and unclear, which leads to miscommunication. The information is not trustworthy as it is free of any formal dedications. The productivity of the employee may decrease due to increase in gossips and rumors. a hostile environment may be created against the executives and managers. And overall, the goodwill of the organization may be hampered if largely negative information is transmitted. Using the positive aspects of the grapevine communication alongside the formal methods of communicating in a business organization will definitely earn profits and achieve various organizational goals. With these discussions regarding the introduction, modes, and dimensions of business communication, I would like to end my lecture for the day. We shall be discussing more about business communication and its various forms as we proceed through our other lectures. Until then, study hard and stay safe. Thank you.
This and other episodes of Radio EduPods, Radio for Learning, are available on Listen to My Radio app at 6 p.m. from Monday to Friday and at 6 a.m. from Tuesday to Saturday. All episodes are available on Salesian TV YouTube channel. Share, like and subscribe Salesian TV, the ultimate learning resource channel.